Hey friends, welcome back to the garage. My name's Jim with Philly Fix, and it's time for another Cheap Tool Tuesday. All right, so today we have the Ridgid brushed drill driver, model number R86001. This is the entry-level drill for Ridgid. Within the last couple of years, Ridgid has come out with a new line of tools across the board. Of course, their top tier went from Octane to just simply being called brushless. Their entry-level was refreshed with much more orange on them. So if you want to know at a glance, is it a brushed entry-level Ridgid tool? Look for the top of the tool being mostly orange, white letters on an orange background. You'll know that it's their entry level. Over here we have the Harbor Freight Hercules, which is Harbor Freight's top of the line cordless. They've got Hercules at the top, you've got Bauer in the middle, and you've got Warrior at the bottom. Kind of the good, better, best model that they've got going on over there. So the question is, which of these modestly priced drills performs better? They're both brushed. The Ridgid goes for $99 with a kit, which is a 2 amp hour battery and charger at Home Depot right now. It says it's normally $119 and it's 20% off, so you might see it for $119. Again, this is as of May 2022. Hercules doesn't come in a kit, but if you buy a battery, charger, and tool, they take 25 bucks off in-store only at the register. So that would bring this 2.5 amp hour battery, drill, and charger to $110. Now, Ridgid has the LSA. Harbor Freight only has the 90-day warranty unless you buy an extended plan. So you're getting a budget brush tool over here with lifetime replacements as long as you register within 90 days, have the receipt uploaded, things like that. So, you know, the value proposition before we even drill anything seems to be better on the Ridgid. But what we want to find out is, how do these perform, and does that change the value proposition? So let's get right into it. Okay, real quick, just taking a closer look. The Ridgid has a plastic chuck on it, although I will say it's got a pretty nice plastic chuck. It's got knurling on it that almost looks like the DeWalt metal chucks do. So as plastic chucks go, actually not a bad job by TTI. The reason I say TTI is this exact same chuck is on the Ryobi HP drills. But yeah, not too bad. 2 speeds. This maxes out at 1800 RPMs. The Hercules actually has a metal chuck branded Jacobs. My friend Torque over at Torque Test Channel says that Jacobs is just a licensed name now, so it's not necessarily the same quality as an old school Jacobs chuck. If you know anything about that, leave a comment below, but it does have a full metal chuck. This one goes up to 2000 RPM, so 200 RPM advantage over that. Both have 2-speed gearboxes, and I've got the 2.5 amp hour Hercules battery, and I've got the 2 amp hour standard battery on the Ridgid. So let's get into the testing, starting out with a 1/2 inch titanium coated twist bit. Okay, we've got the 1/2 inch titanium twist bit in the Ridgid. I just want to show you this actually is a ratcheting chuck, despite being plastic, so that's kind of nice. We've got standard 2x pine here. Let's give it a shot. Okay, so it did stop once it got through. I wasn't pushing terribly hard. So it does want to get stuck a little bit, but it does make it through on speed 2 with the 1/2 inch twist bit. As far as the Hercules, ratcheting chuck on there as well. We're in speed 2. Here we go. I thought it was a ratcheting chuck. Let's try that again. Yeah, I must have just not clicked it back correctly. You know, this one seems to have a little bit less trouble with the 1/2 inch twist bit compared to the Ridgid. Slightly higher RPMs, maybe slightly higher torque. We'll test that in a minute. Okay, let's try a 3/4 inch self-feed twist bit in the Ridgid on speed 2. Okay, does not want to do the 3/4 inch speed bit on speed 2. Let's just see how it does on speed 1. Not too bad. I will say the drill's kind of loud. Actually, I don't have hearing protection on. I probably should, just by good practice, but it is a little bit loud. It's got that brushed motor, high-pitched whine going on.
Stop whining.
But it does need to be on speed 1 for the 3/4 inch spade bit. Okay, let's try the Hercules on speed 2. So that one actually did better on that spade bit, and it made it almost all the way through, and then it took a second trigger pull. And again with that chuck, watch me put this in just so you know. So I am tightening. You hear it ratchet, and I click it back 1. See, now it takes a lot of force to click it back. So I'm not quite sure what's going on there. Let's try this again though. See, I can feel the self-feed tip just barely coming through there.
Just the tip, just for a second, just to see how it feels.
So on a second trigger pull, it seems to be able to make it through. Yeah, so, you know, not powering right through that spade bit, but it is able to make it through on 2 trigger pulls, whereas the Ridgid, I kept trying and it kept getting a little further, really needed to be on speed 1. So I would call that a win for the Hercules on this test. Okay, I've got a torque adapter on the drill. We are zeroed out. We've got a 4" by 1/2" lag in the end of this pressure-treated 6x6. Let's see how much torque the drill makes, at least according to this torque adapter. I'm not saying this is an accurate absolute value. We're just doing comparison between this drill and the Hercules. .7 foot-pounds. We got the torque adapter on the Hercules. I should mention we're using speed 1 on both. You can see we're zeroed out again. Here we go. Okay, 16.6 foot-pounds on the Hercules. So about 4.5 foot-pounds more than the Ridgid, which, you know, kind of lines up with the results we've been getting. Okay, we've got a 1/4" by 6" lag. We're on speed 2 on the Ridgid, and the end of our pressure-treated 6x6. Oh, very close, maybe between 1/4 and 3/8 of an inch from the end of the lag here. See if we can finish it on speed 1. Yep, no problem. Okay, speed 2 on the Hercules. Just about the same as the Ridgid. Maybe we might be pushing 3/8 of an inch to a 1/2 inch here. Very, very close to the Ridgid. And I'm in the same growth ring, so the hardness of the wood should be about the same. So a neck and neck race between the Ridgid and the Hercules on that particular test. So what did you think? Would you rather have the Hercules with a little bit more power, but compromise with the 90-day warranty, or would you rather have the Ridgid with a lifetime service agreement, but maybe a little bit less power? I'll be honest, if I'm looking for an entry-level drill, that little bit extra power on the Hercules, I don't think outweighs the fact that you could go get a replacement on this drill anytime it breaks. So, and the same thing covers the batteries now too. As of, I think 2021, they started covering the batteries. Even if you go buy an old octane battery from Direct Tools Outlet and it's factory reconditioned, it is now under LSA. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit that like button. Please consider subscribing if you haven't already, and ring the bell so you know when the next video comes out. I do more than just cheap tools. I'll put some cards up somewhere for all that stuff. Go check it out. My name is Jim with Philly Fixed. God bless you guys.
Hello, I'm Jim Davis.